Hey y'all, it's Katie Vine. Come back with a quick video. Um, have you ever wondered why, when you silently cut off someone, why they might start acting like weird towards you? Or they might start trying to act like they're showing more interest in you all of a sudden. Like now they want to do these check-ins and be like, hey, who's on my mind? Hey, what's going, or like say it's like someone like you work with, like a coworker, and you just don't really, I mean, you might be cordial and say like good morning or good afternoon, and then you keep it pushing it, and they find out like they're not being the same with me. You want to know why they start acting funny towards you like that? Why they start trying to get in your face and start, showing more interest? Like, hey, I've been thinking about you. Or you get those text messages like, hey, it's been a while, just checking in, girl. It has, like, you want to know why you get those? It's because one, they weren't expecting the cutoff. The thing about silent cutoffs is that they're so lethal and they're so necessary though. But for the person on the receiving end of it, because they always had intentions of being fake with you. Like, some of these people don't like you, but they want to see what it is that you're up to. Because a lot of people really be comparing themselves to other people. Like, they just feel like they have to. Like, they want to know what you're doing so that whatever it is, like, they can try to either get ahead of you so that they can say like, oh, well, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Or it's just because they want to feel like they're above you for whatever reason. And when you're down, it makes some people feel really good about themselves. They're like, look at the collective. Like, they ain't shit and they never gonna be shit. And then when you actually start doing stuff silently and they don't know what you're doing, they don't like that. A lot of people don't like that. That's why I'm telling y'all. That's why y'all be having people lurking on y'all page and stuff. But people also don't like them silent cutoffs because a lot of people, especially if they've been talking negatively about you, or they've been a part of conversations or in rooms where your name was being spoken and they were not defending you. They may have even been joining along and agreeing with people on the negative things that people have said about you. They're not sure what it is that you know, and they are terrified of you saying something. Because a lot of these people, because you got to understand, especially people with narcissistic tendencies, like, a lot of people base themselves, especially in the public eye, like especially out in the workplace, out in friend groups and church and things of that nature, they base their whole identity on, I'm a trustworthy person, you can come to me with anything. And when you have an experience with them where they may have gotten caught saying some things, because they don't know, because now they're wondering, did somebody say something to her about the conversation that we had about XYZ? And you may not have heard the conversation, you just know that person doesn't like you. And and for me, I don't need to hear conversations. I don't need someone to tell me that they don't want to work with me. I don't need someone to come to me and be like, I really just don't like you. People's actions and their energy tells you that they don't like you. Their standoffishness, all of that. So it's like, I don't need confirmation from you. I don't need to come to you and have a conversation and be like, hey, I just wanted to know, was there some things said about me? Because that's really what they want. They want to hear about what it is so that they can deflect and defend themselves. And then that's really when they get to start calling you crazy. Like, girl, that's crazy, I would never do XY. It's like, no. If you know that someone doesn't really care for you, just let them go. Because like, when people start lying, when I start noticing patterns around like people and they say one thing but they really did another, I start distancing myself from them. And it's like, and usually those people do be having conversations about you behind your back. Okay? And you got to understand, like, they don't want you to have the opportunity to have something negative to say about them, because they rely so heavily on image. This is why a lot of them group up with one another and they will attack you as a group. That's why if one person, like, I know girls deal with this a lot more probably than men do, but if one girl doesn't like you in a group, she'll get the whole group not to like you, and the whole group, some of these people may not even know you For real. They've never even spoken to you or anything, but they see you and they just giving you the stink eye. And it's like, dang, I don't even know this girl. I don't even know what this is. But yet here they are being weird. Being weird. Like just mad weird for no reason towards you. That's why they get mad. They get mad because they don't like, they also really just don't like that you didn't bring drama to them. And that's what a lot of these people live for. They live for the drama. They really wanted you to like fight for yourself and try to defend yourself against whatever allegations or whatever their feelings are. But that's the thing, like people's opinions are people's opinions. Whether they like you or not has absolutely nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and their own feelings. They got to deal with their feelings about you. But unfortunately, we have people in this world who feel like because they feel some type of way about you, that you have to perform the way that they feel about you. And this is why they will poke at you. They will try to provoke you. This is why we have, you know, this is how people end up getting stalked and stuff like that and harassed, because they want you to lash out so that they can have an excuse. That's all that comes down to, is people need to have an excuse as to why they feel the way they feel about you. Because if they say that you're lazy and a bum and all this other stuff, and they're able to find a way to take away your stability, you know, get you fired from your job or make you lose income or something like that, then they can go around and tell people like, yeah, I told you, like they just don't want to work hard. Like, or, you know, if you have had trouble in your life and you want to have a good relationship, you know, a romantic relationship with someone, this is why you don't tell people about your plans and who you talking to and who you doing stuff with, because some people will try to get ahead of you and go and they'll secretly talk to people and they'll try to put bugs in people's ears about you. And then a lot of people are just really, they're not critical thinkers and they don't think for themselves. So they hear something negative about you and they automatically believe it, which I think is so crazy, because I'm like, why would someone, if someone is literally going out of their way to come to me to tell me something about someone else that I don't even really know, like, oh, well, you need to be careful about this person and you need to be careful about that person. I need to be careful about you coming to me telling me these things about this person, because why are you going out of your way? Because I can form my own opinion. I'll figure out whether I like this person or not. Okay, like the people who go out of their way to tell you other people's business or just be like, oh, well, I would just watch out for her because, you know, this is like all of that. If I have a question about the way that someone perceives someone else, I'll ask them, what are your feelings on that person? And I ask them first before I tell them how I feel about them. I did that today with a coworker. I was like, how do you feel about such and such? Like, what has your experience been? I'm not going to tell you what my experience is to be like, oh, well, you need to watch out for that one. Yeah, nah. And that's why I always say, like, when I do discuss other people, because I don't discuss people in a negative manner, I'll just do it based on observation. I'll be like, I don't care about this person, or I don't care for this person because of X, Y, and Z. I always have my reasons, but I'm never disrespectful to those people. But there are people who are going to come around you that are going to be disrespectful, and then they're going to be mad when you decide that you don't want to fuck with them no more. And then they're going to try to pretend like, oh, no, I was just joking, or I was just having a bad day. I hope you weren't offended. Or they'll try that bullshit with you like, I hope I didn't say or do anything that offended you. And they try to play the victim like, I can't believe you're treating me this way. And it's like, girl, bye. But I hope that helps somebody. I love y'all. It's your girl, Kate Divine. I'll see you later. Bye.